constant. It is Wednesday. It is time for the pass. I got my man Ron.
Yo.
What up, homie? And we got Turtle, of course. Turtle, what's good, man?
Chilling, dude. Chilling. Enjoying my life, I guess. I don't know.
As well,
I don't really have a valid answer for that.
Yeah, I don't either, man. I know how that goes. Today, we are going to be talking about some NCAA football.
Last week, of course, the big game. We talked about it in the video last week.
Right.
Bama beats up on Mississippi State. Bama jumps to number 1 on the CFP rankings. Oregon didn't play. Oregon stays number 2. FSU stays 3. They squeaked out that win. They stay 3 on the CFP rankings, and Mississippi State drops down to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this pushes TCU out, and TCU stays 5, despite the fact that they also barely won. I mean, granted, Kansas had kind of a comeback to make it even look close, but TCU, they got their win. But Ohio State gets the big win, and it actually is a fairly handy win. And with ASU's loss, they jump up into the number 6 spot. So what's really interesting about the CFP rankings, and I thought it might be good for us to just kind of chat about it very briefly before we get into the things, is Bama, Oregon, FSU. If you take a look at those 3 teams, they're poised to keep those positions as long as they can win out the rest of their season.
Right.
Mississippi State, TCU, Ohio State, and maybe even Baylor. Question I've got, these teams right there, man, that 4, 5, 6, 7, those 4 teams, they are tight. They are close. Okay. Which one is poised to finish 4th? I know what I think, but I'd love to hear what you guys think just off the cuff, kind of throwing it at you. Well, bam!
You know what? I don't even know anymore because it's going to change every week. So I've yet to see a pattern. It's just a bunch of guys that can sit around a table and try to figure out what they like the most. So I don't really know. I don't know.
Turtle, you got any thoughts on it?
I agree with Constant. I think the more I'm looking into these CFP rankings, and the more to me it's just like, hey, what's going to get us the most money and the most views?
Yep.
Those guys are ranked.
Yep. It's still to me not quite decided on the field. It's still a decision by some people, and so it's just called something different now.
But Mississippi State has the only interesting game. Their last game of the year is Ole Miss. So, for me, knowing full well that this comes down to who you play and how you perform against them, I think Mississippi State, of those 4 teams, is in the best position to at least hold their own destiny in their own hands.
Now, you know what? They're in the best position because, and again, I'm riding in that turtle car right now on this one.
Because they're going to sell tickets?
Yeah, because guess what?
Yeah.
This is sexy. Yeah. So they're going to let them hover around 4th. They probably won't even get 4th. They'll probably fall out somewhere. You know what I mean? And they'll just be hanging around in the shadows until that last game of the season. Bum, bum, bum. It's Ole Miss versus Mississippi State. The unknown, who was at number 1, who falls to number 5, versus the tried and true traditional Ole Miss. You know, tune in on CBS at 1 o'clock. You know what I mean? It's just going to be big. And then all of a sudden, boom, you moved in and everybody's like, oh, it was so good. It was so good. It was like Gone with the Wind, but football. So, whatevs.
I hear you. All right, well, let's get to the fun stuff. Let's just get to what we do. Let's get to the predictions and talk about how we did last week. Right. I'm going to start with last week.
Yeah.
Because props to Turtle, man. Turtle coming on strong at the end. Turtle, you're like that number 100 team that's going to come into 4th place at the very end.
Yeah.
He wins the 2nd week in a row.
Committee's going to give it to him.
Colorado University?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the Buffaloes?
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at this week's, guys, because we got 4 pretty decent games here. First up, this is a timeless rivalry. I don't even care if you like these 2 teams or not. This is a game that almost everybody at least is going to be tuned into a little bit. USC at UCLA.
Of course people will be tuned in.
Come on. Yeah, right. Come on now.
I don't care where you are. You might be a hater in the Midwest who tries to say, I don't care about them teams, but you really do.
Yeah.
I played NCAA football with some guys back in the day on PlayStation and Xbox and whatnot. Y'all was pulling out USC.
Yeah,
it's just sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be watching.
All right, so who's going to win it? Turtle, we're going to have you. You won, so you got to go first. USC at UCLA.
Oh, too much pressure. Making diamonds over here. First of all, shout outs to our friend Ralph and my buddy Bill, who are diehard Trojans fans. They're going to hate me because I'm going to go with UCLA.
UCLA.
I think UCLA is going to take it.
All right, Constant.
Yeah, they're playing at home. I like them at home.
Wow.
Not that it makes a difference. It's in Southern California.
Yeah, right. The weather will be the determining factor.
Yeah. Which way wind's blowing? You know what, man? I hate to be the guy who has to get on his soapbox, but chocolate giddy up. I'm going with USC. You know why though? Because I heard an interesting fact from my friend Doug Joseph on Facebook. UCLA.
Doug.
Yeah, you remember Doug. UCLA is a state-funded school, which I didn't know this. Okay. I'm going with USC because it's in the hood. USC representing.
Nice. I'm going to go.
Definitely in the hood. That's for damn sure.
It's definitely in the hood.
It is. I pass when you have to pass it on the way to Staples Center downtown. Yeah. There you go.
Lock the doors.
Lock the doors a little bit. Yeah. Roll them up.
Yep.
I'm going USC. USC, fight on, baby, for the win. Next up, K-State is going into West Virginia, and any way you look at it, this is a tight one. I'll go ahead and go first on this one because it's so tight. I don't want to get accused of any kind of jury tampering or any nonsense. K-State, every time I've picked K-State this year or against them, I have lost. I am doomed to lose this game. So I'm taking the turtle approach.
AKA the Costanza?
Yeah, AKA the Costanza. My gut says better go West Virginia. So I'm going to take K-State.
Okay.
There you go.
Turtle?
Don't disappoint me.
Turtle?
West Virginia, man. You know I was going to go for West Virginia.
Yeah.
Because K-State on paper looks like the win. They look like they're going to go there. And it's just, I think West Virginia is going to pull a quick upset on all the people out there. So I'm going with the big WV.
All right. Question for you guys before I answer mine. Doesn't West Virginia, they play outdoors, right?
They play outdoors.
Okay.
Going to be cold.
That's what I'm saying. You know what? I'm torn on this one for a couple reasons. One, the main reason being that I've been having my eye on the K-State quarterback because I want him to go to the Jets because he looks like a regular white guy quarterback who's going to step up in the pocket and throw the ball and not try to run all over the place and act a damn fool.
Yeah.
But I got to go with Dana Holgerson. That's my buddy. We played some college ball together. That guy's got a fight in him like nobody else's. And you're coming to West Virginia. It's going to be chilly out there.
It's going to be chilly for sure.
It's going to be chilly out there. So I feel like K-State's going to win this, but I'm rooting for West Virginia.
All right. So we kind of flip-flop.
Yeah.
I feel like West Virginia's going to win, but I'm going K-State.
I feel like K-State's going to win, but I'm going West Virginia.
All right. That's good. All right. So that makes totally no sense whatsoever.
Right.
Which is exactly perfect. Third game up is West Carolina is going to Alabama.
Okay.
Our brand new, newly minted number one.
Yeah.
And what is going to happen, Constant?
This game is fixed because the group of guys do not want to be wrong. So, therefore, put your money on Alabama.
Copy that. Turtle?
No, I agree with you because if you look at who Oregon's playing Colorado for their next game, so it's just all a bunch of shenanigans anyway. I didn't even know there was a West Carolina.
Yeah.
First of all,
there is.
Yeah.
So, so I think it's just kind of obvious and a no-brainer that Bama's going to take that one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you. I think Tide's going to take this one as well. Last up, we're taking a look. We've got Indiana at Ohio State. Now, Ohio State's one of these teams that's on the bubble. Ohio State needs to win this game. Turtle, you're going to have to call this one first. Who do you got?
The Ohio State. I think they're going to take it. It's a must-win, like you said. So I think they're going to step up to the plate and take it.
Right on. I'll go next, and I'll say Ohio State is not that team that we all remember and want them to be. I think this, although not technically a trap, is going to feel like a trap to them. I think Ohio State is going to lose. I'm going to go Indiana.
Growing up as a small boy in a Big Ten town, I know a little something about both of these teams. No, here's the thing. I'm going with Ohio State only because Indiana's okay. They're okay. All Big Ten teams are okay. Ohio State and Michigan State are better than okay.
Yep, agreed.
And so Ohio State's already, in my book, better than Indiana. But I just feel like there's a fear of the upper echelon teams in the Big Ten. So Indiana's going to walk into this game defeated. I guess is what I'm saying already. I think they're already like, how can we, try to pull this win out? Not like, how can we beat these guys?
Right.
So I'm going with Ohio State.
Yeah, I just think the pressure is going to be too much. I think Ohio State's going to let me put it this way. I don't think Indiana's going to beat Ohio State. I think Ohio State is going to beat themselves. I think they're going to succumb to the pressure.
I agree, pressure bust pipes, but Ohio State is at home, and they already have a feeling that they're better than Indiana.
Well, that's a great recipe for a loss.
Well, it's a great recipe for a loss, in my opinion, if you were on the road. But when you're at home like that,